Hi, this is Stuart Hayton, real-time with Productronica. The guest this afternoon is Peter van der Eijnden from JTAG Technologies. Peter, nice to have you here.
Thank you, Stuart.
Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly.
Sure you did.
That's good.
Very good.
Okay, Peter's another kind of neighbour actually in Eindhoven, so we're pretty close to each other, but it's the first time we've met. Peter,
Sure.
JTAG Technologies, firstly, how's the show been?
Show is going well. The Productronica here is busy. Today is busier than yesterday. I think that's always the case. That you know, the middle days will be the most busy, as you see in most shows actually, and also here. Okay. But it's going quite well. Good
okay,
contact.
so the whole JTAG thing is something that interests me because of the development project that I do in the day job. Your core business, if you like, is manufacturing test.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's going on for JTAG in manufacturing test? What's new there?
Okay. In manufacturing test, so the boundary scan test tools, what you see there is more and more the integration with the traditional test methods, if you like in circuit testers, flying probe testers. So we've done a lot of integrations there. The latest one that we've added is the integration with a special card for digital test, digital test, where we integrate our hardware nice and easy in such that it immediately fits into their systems. And of course there's also a software integration so that the two systems really work together very well and easy to use for the customers. We've done that also for other in-circuit test vendors like Teradyne, Aeroflex, Eijnden, etc. So many integrations there. That's going on. We do continuously enhancements to the automatic generation tools to make sure that the test engineers who are developing the tests as well as the in-system programming applications can do that most efficiently. So we're continuously adding models there for the parts that come out and for which the models are needed for automatic generation. And of course also the test execution, make sure that everything is optimized there and also there easy integration also with functional test systems.
What's driving the manufacturing test market? Is your product being driven by increased complexity, or is it being driven by the need to get cost down of test, or is it a bit of both? What's driving it?
It's a bit of both. It's getting the cost down is of course an important factor. Boundary scan means that you have to design for test rules, where also design engineers can benefit from. By doing that in the beginning already, when you develop your product, and you design your product, you determine actually the cost you're going to spend later on in manufacturing. So if you think about it in the beginning, during design, you will be able to reduce the cost substantially in manufacturing, the recurring cost, and also the investments that need to be done in equipment, automatic generation tools, test execution tools for production and software. You know, that of course is also low cost compared to other test solutions that are available. Okay.
The other thing when we talked off camera, the other things that I think are particularly interesting, I know they're kind of new departures for you. You've got a service tool, and you've also got a sort of design development tool as well. Can we talk a little bit about those?
Sure. That's the other product line that we have. It's called JTAG Live. We've introduced that line about 2 years ago here at Productronica. So right down in the recession period, more or less. It's a set of tools that's aimed at the hardware design engineer, R&D, as well as the service technicians for repair purposes. The first tool there is the buzz tool, which allows you to measure or beep or buzz out or ring out the connection between two pins, two boundary scan pins, like you traditionally were able to do with a multimeter, but of course you have no access anymore, so now you can use boundary scan to do the same. That's an interactive tool. We have added there this year a tool called BuzzPlus, which not only allows you to do that, it also allows you to go out and find which receiver pins or input pins are connected to a particular driver or output pin. So then you find immediately, you see immediately the result, and then you can say, hey, that's strange. I thought there were 5 pins connected, I only see 4 or 3. Or hey, I see more than I had expected. So you'll be able to find shorts as well as opens using the BuzzPlus tool. But it's still an interactive tool. Now, most recently, a few weeks ago, we have added there a new version called AutoBuzz, which automatically allows you to run an interconnect test on printed circuit boards, so boundary scan interconnect, even though you don't have a netlist. So what it does, in learn mode, you can learn from a known good board the boundary scan connections of the different devices on your board, and then later when you have a failing board, you can run in compare mode, and any differences there against known good board will be shown. And that shows you open pins as well as shorts between pins or nuts.
Right.
So that's a very useful tool in repair, where they often don't have a net list, but also can be very helpful in the design by design engineers, because when they get their prototypes back, the first prototypes from manufacturing, they want to be able to debug their boards. And the thing is, of course, the first thing a design engineer doubts is, did I do the correct design?
Yeah.
So if it's not working, he starts doubting himself. But maybe there is just a soldering error on the board. Being able to find that immediately, of course, very helpful for the design engineer to reduce the time needed for debugging.
Yeah.
So that's where these tools are focused
I think what's interesting about it, I mean, put the technology to one side, you've got some very clever technology, but I guess as MD you've got two concerns. One is to invent stuff, the other thing is to bring it to market.
Sure.
I guess those two new products, it's a different customer set completely. It's not to the manufacturers, it's to the manufacturers' customers.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
have you done that? Have you used your traditional customer base to promote it, or have you just gone directly to the OEMs?
We've gone both ways. We've used the installed customer base to promote it to their design teams and their service teams, but also through internet promoted it, of course, to other users as well, or potential users. And the thing is that the test engineers can promote it to their design engineers because it will help them to get boards better testable. So that's very, very worthwhile for them to do it. And of course, there are design engineers that don't have their own manufacturing. They go to a contract manufacturer. If that contract manufacturer is not yet using boundary scan, then maybe they will not be aware of it. So then you have to go to those design engineers directly. And of course, many of them know JTAG or boundary scan already for PLD and FPGA programming. So they know JTAG programming, but they don't realize what they can do with it for test purposes or for debugging purposes in their environment. So that's the different ways we
Fantastic. Well, very, very interesting. It's lovely to meet you.
Okay, thank you, Stuart.
Yeah, really very interested about the products and the new departures. So yeah, thanks for that.
Okay, thank you.
So this is Stuart Eijnden, real time with Productronica.